Yay! It's season 2, episode 1. We did some stuff on we did some clear cutting on the take 1. So
No, I think that didn't you mention that during our previous conversation that you wanted to discuss the Titanic?
oh yes, now presenting the Titanic new season thing. Okay, the Titanic the Titanic plans were made in 1907.
Really?
Yes. And now it's time to go back in our time machine and travel back to the year 1907. Yay! Okay, here we go. Quick. Get your seat. No, wait, there is no seatbelt. Okay, let's see. Type in the year on time. 1907. Unknown date. When Titanic, London, England. When Titanic blueprints were being made. Okay. Okay, here we go. Okay, we arrived in the year 1907 and we were in London, England, but I didn't know where in London, England. So, okay, I should have mentioned that before. Okay, let's see. Okay, and then we go back in that time machine and it's going back to 1909 when the Titanic was actually being made. Okay, here we go. Okay, we have cars that are really cheap, but okay, it's not a lot. And
So the cars were really cheap, but are you sure they were actually cheap for the people back then, or are they only cheap for us now?
Yeah, they were very expensive back then because of new technology, and they were built just last year. I mean, well, the year was 1909. Cars would just be invented last year. Okay, in France, in Paris, invented by an inventor who lived in a house not far away from Paris, France. Around Paris, France. In France, near Paris. Okay. Bit backfire. Okay. So now we go to April. What was it again?
I can't remember the date.
Oh no, right. April 10th? I think it was the 10th. We're going back to April 10th, 1912 to see when the Titanic was launched. It took a long time to do. It was built in Ireland, blah, blah, blah. Okay, let's see. Many first class, all the second class is on the back because they forgot where to put it. I think that's right. And then third class is mainly at the bow. So third class is at the front, is mainly, and at the bow, which is the front. And then we have the first class, which is in the middle, and the second class in the back. Okay, here we go on the Titanic, blah, 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 long step, blah, blah, blah. Okay.
Long step, you mean to get into the Titanic?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, there's a board to a door, and okay. Yeah, blah, blah, blah. Phone, steam, snacks, blah, blah, blah. Here we go, blah, blah, blah. Okay, explore our room. Here's our room, blah, blah, blah. You can see it because we're recording this, blah, blah, blah. Okay, okay, here we go. Titanic. Oh, no, wait. Time passed, blah, blah, blah. Okay, a few hours later, blah, blah, blah. Titanic launches. Yay, everybody, yay. Okay.
So the Titanic's launched now. Everybody's in it.
Yeah, and then they're waving goodbye to the stuff and friends and stuff. Okay. So and then we are now into. So now we are going back. We are going down to France. Okay. Now we are going back up to Ireland. Yay, Ireland. Okay. And now we go all the way across the Atlantic Ocean to New York.
Yeah, but they don't make it, right?
Yeah. Because
Spoiler alert.
Because did you know that on the 14th of April in the evening, it's still in its voyage because it takes a few days to do it. Stuff on the way. Stuff took days and stuff. Everyone was dancing, yay. But what they don't know is about to die after they get hit in an iceberg in the Atlantic Ocean. Oh my god, no. Oh no. They're giving it 20 feet knots. And oh no.
What were they doing when they hit the iceberg?
I don't know. And now, look, piece of iceberg we can fall around.
Wait, hold on. They can throw the iceberg around?
Well, I don't know. I don't
guess
know.
they could have fun, like, a bit.
I think it seemed like a good idea at the time. Seemed like a good idea at the time. Okay, let's see. Okay. Okay, and then the captain gets the lifeboats on, blah, blah, blah. It sinks, but not a lot of people know. In fact, they were still sleeping.
Whoa.
It was in the evening, so people would be sleeping, you know. But some people still off playing cards. And some, not a lot of, a very small amount of people heard the iceberg crashing. And an even smaller amount of people actually saw the iceberg crashing.
They were probably pretty upset when they figured out that they ran into an iceberg.
But don't worry, because they know that the Titanic had 2 hulls. But actually, the iceberg went right through it.
Damn it.
And then there's water leaking through a giant hole at the bottom of the ship in the coaling rooms and the fire rooms. You know, like back then ships were steamships, so it was a steam pilot. Like you would, like slaves, like people would take coal with a shovel and then shove it into a fire.
Yeah, it's a steamship.
Yeah, and then that makes engines go and stuff. That's how things worked back then. Yeah, that's how things looked back then. That's how ships worked like then. And also steam trains worked a very similar way. It's very similar. Steam trips work a very similar way.
Because they have the steam engines.
Yeah, they have steam engines and stuff. And it's a very similar way for steam engines. Okay, but that's another story. Okay, so then we get the lifeboats, blah, blah, blah. Oh my god, it's sinking. Oh my god, bow first. But then, you're never going to believe this. But when it was up like this, ships go like one part first, and then the other part's staying out of the water, and then it goes down, the other part goes down, and it sinks into the water. Because the ocean is so deep that I can actually do that. Okay,
So that's not good.
Yeah, it's definitely not good. And what's even worse is that the Titanic, you're never going to believe this, Daddy. Or even know, and especially all the other people who know about the Titanic. You know that the Titanic sank and was found in 1985. But this is a thing I bet you did. I don't think you knew about the Titanic. I definitely know. I don't think you knew about the Titanic unless you were a very Titanic expert.
What?
When it sunk, it was so long that the mariners couldn't take it. It broke in half. Oh my god! Did you? Oh no! Like this. Oh no! Ronan never died. Okay. Okay, that would be a bit right. Okay, so did.
I think I learned something new about the Titanic today.
Yeah, what is it?
That it broke into 2 pieces, and that maybe when they hit the iceberg, they played a snow game.
Oh yeah, and then it broke in half. And also the band was also playing after it. Also the band was also playing before it broke in half and after it broke in half, and maybe even when it was broken in half. No way, I don't think it was when, because that would be really shaky, so they would stop for a bit of a while. Okay, Daddy, how many minutes has it been since we?
So we've done so far 9.5 minutes. So I think that's pretty good for a super short episode.
Yeah. And then they sinks, and then it's basically the bottom of the Atlantic Ocean. But then this is survivors, but there were 2,227 passengers on board. Only enough lifeboats for 1,000 and I think and 17 of them. I don't remember the number, but I think it was 1,017. I read that in a book. Okay, so let's see. If you read a book about the Titanic from 1988, yeah, it wouldn't have all the details in it because they didn't know the book in half back then.
Right.
Yeah,
They didn't know that back then.
yeah, but then But then after it sank, it went so deep in the Atlantic Ocean. No one can even get just a glimpse of it. No one can find it. But, okay, with the passengers, what happened to them? Well, that morning, so on April 15th, on the morning of April 15th, a ship finally came after hours of waiting. And actually an entire night of waiting. After hours and one night of waiting for a ship to finally come, they burnt handshakers and towels and stuff like that to signal the ship. They were finally glad to be home. So they got in the California and then after 9 days, the Californian drops off the passengers in New York at the New York docks. But back to the Titanic. What happened to it after it sank? Well, for many years it was unfounded. For many decades it was unfounded. Okay, so no one can make a machine so strong
So
enough
small and able to go all the way down the ocean.
Yeah, that not even one ship could make it to just see a tiny little glimpse of it and then go right back up. No one could do that. But then, finally, in summer 1985, Robert D. Ballard, a man who wanted to know all about the Titanic, built a ship named Alvin. Alvin could dive very deep. And then, in the summer of 1985, he went down to the ship, and then he found the ship. And then for days, it was the same. They went down, and then for days, and they put a submarine attached to the boat, and it could signal called Alvin, and then Alvin could send pictures of what he saw under the water to a ship. So some people would be on the ship, and then Alvin would go into the water. So you would go into the submarine, and then there would be a little camera with a wire sticking out of it, so it could take pictures, and then send it to submarine. So then goes out into the water, and then the submarine delivers the pictures up with internet stuff, like satellite stuff, into a TV screen on the ship, the main ship. And so for days it took a long time, because for days it was the same. It was just sand and more sand. But then they finally found it on the outside. But then once they found it, the problem was they had to go back up. So but Robert D. Ballard wanted to go back to the Titanic, but then a year later he did. But no one really knew what was on the outside and stuff, so he had to go back down. And a year later, in the summer of 1986, he did. And he saw the insides, and it stood in the bow. And he also found it again in 1987 and 1988. But I don't think they only traveled in 1989 because they were finished by that time. Okay. Sadly. Okay. Sorry about that. Okay. But it's not my fault. Okay. Okay. So they was finally found it. And then they found the pictures of it. And you can still see it in books. If you want to make your own mechanical thing when you grow up, if some teenagers are watching this, or even kids, because I said to find a word, so that's why I said even. It was kind of a violent word. You can still find Titanic somewhere off the coast of Newfoundland, Canada. Also, people from France, Newfoundland also found it.
Nice.
So they finally found it, and yay! So, and also another fact. Do you know what that fact is?
What's the fact?
In 2012, on April 14th and April 10th, was Titanic's 100-year anniversary, also known as the century-year-old anniversary. Oh my! It was around 75 years old when they first found it, but now look at it. It is 106 years. It is now a century and 6 years old now. Oh my! Look! Oh my! And that is pretty much about the Titanic. In our next episode, you'll see about the Great Eastern. And also, now about Danger Mouse. On Classic Collection of Danger Mouse, Season 1, Episode 1. At the end, he said, "Is this the end of Greenback's evil career?" And then blah, blah, blah. Obviously not. But will Danger Mouse stop next time? And also, will Danger Mouse convince Penfold not to take that strange job? Okay, I made some touches there because I didn't know that. Strange job as a god known. Is okay, really a top badating maniac. And will Danger Mouse solve the mystery of the exploding microphone that is causing havoc among? Oh.
Wow, Ronan. So all that.
I'm still saying it.
Oh, okay, sorry.
Oh, can somebody help me under this wall? Or this microphone even? Perhaps. Oh, no. I'm back. Oh, you saved me. I did touch this stuff. He saved me because he didn't remember it. He saved me. Okay, he saved me. Oh, no, wait. Nobody. Who is it? Where am I? Oh, my gosh. It's dark in the studio. Okay, and then the credits on, yeah, like that.
Cool.
Okay, you can speak now, Daddy.
Oh, thank you.
What do you want to say?
So I'm saying that was a great introduction to the Titanic, and I'm looking forward to hearing the next episode.
Of what?
Of this podcast.
Oh, yeah. Next episode, Season 2, Episode 2, will be about the Great Eastern.
Until then.
Designed by Marquina Budell. Okay, until then. Credits time, the end. Bye.